Lunch is for losers. Yes, I said it, but before you choke on your Panera bread, hear me out. If you get some value out of this or you like what you hear, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and if you want to schedule a call with our team to strengthen your mindset around principles like this, you can do that with the link in the comments. Lunch, it's for losers. And the reason I said that, and I've continued to live by this, is that most people treat lunch like a mini vacation. They're going to space out for an hour. They're planning their whole day around lunch. All morning they're talking about it. Then they go to lunch. Then they eat some big meal. They're lethargic in the afternoon. And you know what happens? They get absolutely nothing done. This is a mindset video, but this is also a proper preparation video to help you with your business. Because when you look at the people that are succeeding at a high level in any business, not just real estate, they're not planning their day around what they're going to eat at 12 o'clock. They're not planning to take off an hour in the middle of the day to go screw off and not focus on being productive. They're trying to think about how to build more productivity into that hour time block. And that's the difference between someone that's succeeding at a high level and someone that's not. It's not about eating lunch. It's about, am I being as productive as possible with the 24 hours I have in the day? And there's some talking points around this because the most valuable asset that real estate agents have is time. And you see the folks that are selling 25, 35, 50, 70, 90 homes a year, whatever the number is, they've got a structured daily schedule. This is one of the key ingredients to being successful. We've talked about this. Time management is a challenge for real estate agents. They don't blow off an hour to go have some fantastic sushi down the road. They think about, how can I get the most out of this next 60 minutes? And you're actually sabotaging your day. It's not a break. It's a self-sabotaging move to take that time out because your body's got this rhythm to it. And the rhythm involves you working through and being productive, then maybe doing some planning. Maybe you have to do some follow-up. You got to send some emails. You got to respond to calls. You can all do that while you're eating. I'll eat hard-boiled eggs, Greek yogurt, nuts, that sort of stuff to keep me going during the day because when you have those big meals, it actually takes down your energy level. And the agents that are doing this, they have a structured daily routine around it, like I said. So you have to understand that you're trying to fuel your body during the day to be as productive as possible, not just get through the day and figure out how to, find time to waste time. That's really what you're doing. So when it comes to the daily routine, what you see a lot of agents do, and we've talked about this at length on Agent Hacks here, is that they've got a very disciplined morning routine with the most important stuff. Hopefully it's talking to people, right? Making phone calls, setting appointments. That's your money-making activity. And then the afternoon should be for appointments. Now, you know when's a great time to meet people if you got to show a home or you got to go to a listing appointment? When they're home for lunch. So there's an opportunity there to take that time-wasting activity of going out to lunch and taking a big break the middle of the day to making it a very productive thing, because one of the key income-producing activities is going on and running appointments. So if you can flip your lunchtime into an appointment, you've just won massively, and you've got to one of the hardest steps in the sales funnel. So we know that the daily routine typically is some sort of morning preparation, maybe some exercise. You're on the phones, you're making calls, you're prospecting, you're lead generating. This is what winners do in this business. And then the afternoons for appointments. And ideally, you're fitting as many appointments in before you go home and actually have some time with your family, some time with your household, and some time to calm down. So that's why this whole mindset around this lunches for losers concept is that you can be more productive with that 60 minutes than going to the Chinese food buffet up the street. So it's not about lunch. It's not about food. It's about checking out mentally and checking out physically in the middle of the day. Think about momentum and how hard it is to build momentum. And when you get it, the most important thing to do is keep it. And keeping momentum can be very difficult. Think about when you have a big fire in front of you, you got to keep feeding that with wood. Well, the wood in the real estate business or any business, that's your income producing activities, the things you know you need to be doing that most people want to avoid. Phone calls, appointments, conversations. That's it. This business is simple when it comes to that. And when you're trying to get back the momentum, it takes so much more to do that. So think about it. You have to psych yourself up twice during the day. You've got to get your body in that rhythm twice during the day instead of once. And that can take away from your energy and your productivity. Because again, we all have the same 24 hours in the day. The 90 deal a year agent, the 25 deal a year agent, they've got the same 24 hours that the 3 deal a year agent has. They're just making more with their time. So you're self-sabotaging, trying to rebuild momentum after that mental break that you take. And sometimes it's 90 minutes. Let's be real here. So the ultimate thing to think about, especially as we're heading into the summer and there's a lot of holiday weekends and we're coming off Memorial Day now, is that if you want more time off, win first. Be productive first. Don't take time off to take time off. Earn your break. Sell some houses. Go on some listing appointments. Go on some buyer appointments. Show some houses. Hit your goals and then take the time off. Because when you've got momentum and you can take the scheduled time off, but it's all got to go back to your schedule. Remember the principle. If it's not in your calendar, it doesn't exist. And that's where a lot of people get lost. They get all this white space in their calendar and they start to screw off. They take these long lunches. Maybe they go on the broker tours all afternoon long. It's a mindset thing. I'm trying to be as productive as possible during the day, and having some big long lunch or some big break in the middle of the day isn't going to help anybody. And we know there's a lot of people, they don't pay attention to what they're doing when they're working. They're just very unproductive. Productive people aren't taking big midday breaks. It's a mindset thing here. So think about that the next time someone asks you out for a lunch meeting. I would say, you know what? That's great. Why don't we meet in my office instead? I'll have some coffee ready there and we can take that 90-minute meeting and turn it into a 30-minute meeting. All of a sudden, you got time back that you can go be more productive with. And that's why lunch is for losers.